Righty, welcome back. We're up to part 28 of my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. We've only got a couple of side quests left. We've only got like 80,000 more XP to get. So not even 60,000, 69,000. 69,000 XP. All right, so there are a couple of side quests left. If we knock them out today, and that absolutely will not bring us up to the 169,000 for level 60. But we'll do some like hunting along the way. There's a couple of campfires we haven't got. I know that that's not, gonna get us any XP, I'm assuming. We got one here. We got one here. I know there was one by a hunting ground as well. Don't recall where that disappeared to. Yeah, I definitely thought there was at least 3, but I might be wrong. Would not be the first time, yo. Anyway, let's start with this one. And we'll just go as far as we can. I'd ideally like to hit 60 before we start to redo the ending again, but definitely at this point we will hit 60 at the ending, so we'll just see how we go. The cat just had like 7 sneezes in a row. Oh, there's all the glinthawks. Inconvenient meeting place. What?
Hackard outside the village warned me.
Traitor! I ordered him to stay put. I'll throw him in irons.
He's dead.
What? That scorched out, filthy, rotten dirtwad of a brother. Why didn't he listen? Why?
He was worried you and the entire town would be killed. Do you have any idea what could be drawing the glinthawks? Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
I'll take that as a no. Has anything changed that might have lured the glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Us around use our scrap, not like the Carja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Carja have been leaving scrap around?
Here? Never. If a Carja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
Why do you think the Carja have anything to do with the glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Carja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Carja have brought on the glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from him, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Carja at the other end.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Mostly because I was too drunk to say no when my brother asked me. Tell me where he is, and I'll lay him to rest once we get these glinthawks to flock off.
You'll find him due south of here, along the river.
Damn that fool. That bum. That lunkhead. Thank you for being with him at the end.
Why don't I investigate why the glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
You could say that.
All right, then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Carja is behind all this.
Alrighty. Let's, Alright, this should be working better now. Investigate Pitchcliff, other hole. Oh, look at that. There's a lure over there.
That device is sending out a signal.
Turn off!
Might be what's attracting the
Turn
glinthawks.
off!
What are you doing?
By the sun! It won't turn off!
That device is making the glinthawks attack. Turn it off.
Me? I don't know how to turn it off any more than I know how I turned it on. I scrounged it from an old workshop.
Well, that should do it. Now start talking. Why are you scrounging gear you don't even understand?
My customers demand extraordinary pieces best found at the fringes of civilization. My tales of adventure only increase their value. Where others only dare tread, I flourish. No mountain climbs too high that I can't mount it. My trade demands sacrifice.
Including the sacrifice of innocence? Those glinthawks swooped down and attacked everyone.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I sought only to sate the appetites of rich nobles who never leave their mansions.
You mentioned you found the device in a workshop?
Yes, I camped out atop the snowy eastern ridge. No easy climb even in my best years, but I girded my...
Enough. Were there any other devices at this workshop?
abandoned equipment, the likes of which I've never seen. A peculiar silo remained impervious to my attempts to open it. As I searched, I wondered how many secrets lie hidden in this world, as we, in our ignorance, go about our daily...
Your point?
Oh, no, I didn't see another device. But one could still be there, waiting to unleash its horrors.
Did you know this whole time that device was luring glinthawks?
By the sun, no! I stashed it here for a while, but when I came back, I was nearly beheaded by one of those flying terrors.
This device is dangerous. I have to find that workshop and make sure it's the last. Where is it?
On the eastern ridge, just beyond my campsite. But after I descended from the workshop, a cracking above me signaled my doom. I dove into the river mere moments before an avalanche took out the path. You can't reach it now. The climb is too perilous.
I'll take my chances. You just stay away from that workshop and try not to cause another mess.
Alright, a trek we go then.
Here's the Scrounger's campsite, so the workshop can't be far. If I can find a way around the avalanche.
Yes.
should leave.
Yeah, someone else.
I dropped it! I better find and disable any lures.
Manual disabling. Right.
Done. No more lures. Now about this workshop. So Derval was behind these lures. Brilliant. And dangerous. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff.
That hit? No cool loot. That's lame.
You'll be happy to know I found another one of those lures and destroyed it. Should be the last you'll hear of it.
By fire and spit, you went above and beyond. How do you know there won't be any more?
The workshop where I found it was long abandoned. You're safe.
Good. My troops want to spit and shake your hand, as my brother would have. On behalf of Pitchcliff and my family, I thank you.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Came from there?
Are you Galiv, the healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself, but you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about you.
The answer is no.
What?
No, I can't spare the medicine, nor my time to administer it. My resources are already spread thin, thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
Why won't you help?
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can get must be smuggled in. That's expensive. The behemoth's share goes to the military. Of course, there are the demands of the Citadel. Helis's kestrels are so prone to sticky ends. What's left, that's for the nobles, who can pay well for my services.
Look at it from my perspective. A little girl is sick.
I think we are calling to each other across an ideological impasse.
What's stopping me from just making you do it?
I'd have to cause a situation. And you wouldn't harm the only healer disgraced enough to work for the Shadow Karja, would you?
Well, we've only just met, but yes, it's tempting.
And take it up with the Citadel. They decide who lives and dies. Nothing you can do would compare to my punishment if I use the last of my stock on a tent girl.
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience, but in this line of work, I've built up an immunity to it. And yet, if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal. My charity for a Thunderjaw heart.
That's not how charity works.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts. For a while.
I already have the part.
Wow, we could already have a deal. Quickly now, let's salve your poor conscience.
See to the girl, and it's yours. Not before.
Oh, please. On my oath, this girl will survive to see our sad future. You and I shouldn't be seen together. Go on to the slums ahead of me. I'll find you presently. You do stand out in a crowd.
I thought we were in disguise.
It's you. Hello again.
I've brought someone to see your sister.
How did you... What did we do to deserve... No, wait. I don't even want to ask, in case a shadow passes over and it's gone.
Smart boy.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
Jeez, is that it? Okay.
Thank you, again, for giving her a better chance. I think the sun's flush is back in her cheeks, don't you?
What are we getting? This there's a rockbreaker. There is! Alright, we might be able to get like 3 or 4k out of this guy. Should be it for that guy. Just gonna continue. Nice.
Captain Balan, the guard at the gate said you'd been to Meridian recently. What can I expect on the trail?
Nothing good. More machines all the time, and our scouts report corruption that way as well. So much for sealing things off. Keep to the roads. They're safe enough. Though after what you did at the gate, I'll wager you don't scare easy. It's a good quality. I could put it to use, if you don't mind a quick jaunt back east. I know it's bold of me to ask a favor after you just did one, but I can offer you answers in return. If there's anything you need to know about the Sundom.
You have an officer here by the name of Zaid. Are you aware of the accusations against him?
Look, I've heard what your people say about him, but he swears it's a case of mistaken identity. And if there's a shadow to him, I've never been able to prove it, and the forbearance he showed towards this Nakoa woman was impressive.
What do you need, Captain?
I sent several patrols east when we got word of corrupted machines there. I'll let them confirm my fears, so I sealed the gates. But it looks like we left some men behind when they were closed. Waleed, tell her what happened.
Machines attacked us near an abandoned Nora village, sir. Lakir told us to pull back. Then I lost sight of the others.
Never seen a Nora woman before, soldier? Have some respect. Report to her, not to me.
Lakir always stresses reporting back, so that's what I did. I felt terrible about leaving them behind.
And now that the gates are open again, I can send someone after them.
I'll see what I can do about your missing men.
I would be grateful, but not as grateful as Waleed. You hear that, lunkhead? You might be off the hook.
Because he failed to kill the Sun King doesn't mean he's any less guilty. He's...
Patrol here. One of the Karja soldiers fell here. The other soldiers must have retreated. But to where?
Probably that building with the shut door. Hard to guess. My guessing is wrong.
Another Karja released his death came quickly. This can't be the helmet from the lot. Someone nearly lost his head here, then ran off. Blood everywhere. A machine dragged something into the water here. But maybe he made it to that island. What is that?
The sun! I've never I wasn't expecting to be found, especially not by Nora.
I wasn't expecting to find a half-clad Karjan soldier singing like a drunk.
I apologize for my behavior. I thought I was dead.
Come on. Your commander asked me to bring you back to Daytower.
I refused to be led back to my outpost by Nora, like some prisoner.
Fine. Go by yourself.
Wait. Look. I got in a tussle with a snap mob. It ate the half of me that was armor and bow. The thief is still in the water. I can't go back without a weapon. Find my bow, please.
I'll get it. Just don't start singing again.
Dude was so rude. Why would I get it for him?
Good hit.
Oh, 9k.
Here's your bow. Good luck out there.
Thank you. I didn't want to die in foreign lands like my men. May the sun light their passing.
Nice. That's an errand, that explains that.
Little Spark. Name's Jira. I run this fine watering hole.
I like what you've done with the place. Something troubling you, Jira?
When the Karja fort opened, I got word that my husband had come looking for me. But only the word made it to the fort. He didn't.
You have a husband?
Kendert. Beat him in an arm wrestling match. I left him behind when I left the claim. Some metal sellers passed him at the bridge near the glare break. Seeing as you drift on the wind, Little Spark.
If I'm out that way, I'll look for him, but do you want him to find you, Jira?
Ever have those mornings when you wake up without all the answers? Still, I'll be heading up to the fort to resupply. Luck on your travels.
Yeah, nice. Up 60. And then that'll be it for her.
Jira mentioned. No telling how many people pass this way. But this was a man with a cart, so...
Oh. That was confusing. There's
He left the road.
trans.
And if it tracks... Well, that doesn't make any sense. Someone's possessions. Kendert's? There's goods scattered everywhere. And a little blood, too. Either he fell, or... There's enough blood to worry me. No more blood. Must have had time to bind his wound. This chest looks like it's of Osram making. At least he's easy to follow. Just hope he's okay. But there. This scent reminds me of... Yes, Aaron's breath. That's also on brew. Did it roll downhill?
Not glad to see you, stranger.
Are you Kendert? I'm a friend of Jira's.
Huh? I'm a husband of Jira's.
She heard you'd gone missing. I tracked you. What happened?
I was coming to join her. A sandstorm blew in, I sought shelter. It didn't work out. And here I am getting read as a Karja priest, my goods scattered in a herd of tramplers. There's only so much you can do to make me look less of an idiot. But could you get back my scrapper sap?
That would be the stuff down there with the herd of tramplers?
I'm not proud, I'm just a brewer, and maybe 5 bottles of that is worth more than I am to Jira.
There we go. Look.
Huntress. Thank you. Oseram's finest, this stuff. Keeps you warm in a snowstorm, strips the grit out of a gear wheel.
Kendert, why did you set out so unprepared?
Hammer to steel of the matter is, I did it for love. When Jira said she wanted to leave the claim, I consulted with the Ildermen. I won't repeat what they said. You won't like it.
You've got me curious.
No, I've already dug myself a hole deep enough to swallow a thunderjaw. It was my mistake not going with her. I've had time enough to see that. Maybe it's not too late.
You'll find her stocking up at Day Tower. Good luck.
Little Spark. Any sign of that man?
I found him, Jira. I think you two will have a lot to talk about.
I like a good story. And a good drink. It's why I'm good at what I do.
He's bringing you both. Kendert wants to be with you. He regrets that he took the word of the Ilderman.
Women know their place in the claim, was their word. It's the Karja's son that bakes their brains and gives them such thoughts.
That's...
The tribe. You can't bear a grudge. It'd make you go mad. My silly man. Little Spark, how can I thank you? There'll always be a drink for you at Hunter's Gathering.
Nice. Well, let's leave it there, I think. Yeah, let's leave it there. We hit level 60. We're pretty much all set to go and redo the ending. I don't really care to do the hunting trials, so we're not going to do them. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we'll replay the ending on Thursday, so the day after tomorrow. We'll make sure there's sound this time, even though today we also had sound problems. But hey, who cares? But otherwise, we're going to leave it there. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little trek through Horizon Zero Dawn. I've really enjoyed this game so far. Getting level 60 did feel like a little bit of a chore, but we're there. And now we can enjoy the ending once again. I don't think I'll bother trying to get the upgraded pouches for those Frozen Wilds weapons. Can't really use the shock stick without disrupting my shield for some reason. I don't understand that. So yeah, we'll stock up, get ready for the final battle. We'll crush that again like we did last time. Should take about 2 hours, I think, again. So tune in on Thursday for that. Otherwise, head over to the YouTube channel if you're enjoying this kind of content. We have lots of playthroughs over there. We have a Stray playthrough, a God of War playthrough, Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough, Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Mirage. We've got a Days Gone playthrough. I really recommend that. If you're a fan of Sam Witwer, zombies, motorbikes, the end of the world, all of those sorts of things. It is a great game. It had a great story and a really cool ending. So be sure to check that out. We also have a Shadow of the Tomb Raider and the earlier 27 parts of this playthrough. So like, subscribe, share, comment, get the algorithm going, engage. Leave me on those background noise. I don't really care. Just engage. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one.